Following the alarming continuing issue of OWOK-WOK in Teso sub-region, the WOK State Minister, also doubling as the Muria County Member of Parliament, Musa Francis Ecweru, has spoken out on the measures to curb the problem as he briefs the security operatives. He made a pronouncement while commemorating as the chief guest at the first graduation ceremony of over 600 students from Ogola Technical Institute of Amuria on Friday 27, 2024. The minister noted that the time for Teso to continue crying over this matter is enough and they are determined to bring this youth to deal with the law in 1 week's time, and cited that he is ready to work with the RDCs in Teso sub-region to bring this to a standstill.
The OWOK-WOK group is a failure of us as security. It is us who have failed. OWOK-WOK can be wiped out inside 1 week. So there are things I want to guide you how to manage OWOK-WOK. For example, if there is a function in Bishop's home, Bishop is celebrating his birthday. Bishop should be allowed to play music. Of course, for Bishop, his music will be church music. But if it is the LOC1 celebrating the graduation of his daughter, that LOC1 should be allowed to play music in his home. But the LOC1 should inform the RDC, inform the OC, the GISO, that today I have visitors in my home. That's all. Then it is incumbent on us to ask your minister, give me fuel. I want to occupy the compound of the LOC1 without knowledge of even LOC1. You come and occupy the compound of the LOC1 from one, I mean, it's how you pay. Occupy the compound. You now monitor the visitors the LOC1 had. The bishop has finished praying, he has gone. But which is this group which is just reporting in our house is getting that? And very group one. You pick that group now in their 100, then we help them help them a bit, where are you from? Help them a bit. Then you call the minister, I talk to the resident district attorney, I talk to the magistrate. After helping them, you take them to Amuria, the magistrate pronounces them guilty and gives them 12 months. They are taken to Loro to do cotton. They are taken, don't lock them in Amuria yet, there's no work here. They are taken to Loro, they are taken to Namal. I have already talked to those prisons. Oya to wokoki aisha pepa bangina ikali ya rebon opomune tederai pota ijoni bishop do ramete da kanini ayu ute the kiara noi acha to itunga quiz. That one will be done, and I'm going to help you to do that. It doesn't need magic science. We will handle it.
From 2016, when the school started, this is the first of its kind ceremony in Amuria district, and over 600 graduates from different vocational courses graduated in the national certificate level. The minister encouraged Ugandans not to minimize vocational education because it's a road hub to job creation and self-employment for development.
Gone are the days when going for skills was dismissed as something that belonged to failures. What happens in South Korea is this, and I want these students to listen very attentively. Once 5,000 students, for example, just as an example, seek PLOE, 5,000 have sat PLOE in 2024. The exam of the country will remove 3,000. They will not be allowed by the exam to go to senior 1. 3,000 will go to equivalent of where technical, will go to equivalent of what we used to be agricultural for certificate, will go to all those institutions. 3,000. But they are not described as dropouts. They are described as having qualified to join vocational school. That's how they describe it. And by the grace of God, get me this phone here, Papa. I visited them. This Agila Sinu Simuno, it is those children from Wera and from Ogola who produce them. They are the ones who produce them from sand. You find all the sand mining factories there, and the children from vocational schools are the ones making glasses. So the 3,000 have branched. They have gone, they are doing certificate, they are doing this and that. Also like 2,000 to go to senior 1. The moment they reach senior 4, 1,500 are removed by the exam. They are not allowed to go to A level by the exam. So they qualify to go to Lira Technical, they qualify to go to Elgol Technical, they qualify to go to Kicham, 1,500. So out of the other cohort of 5,000, only 500 have remained to go to our equivalent of A level. Now once they reach senior 6, 500 have remained. 300 are again removed and then from senior 6 to go for diploma and those areas. 300 and only about 200 or 150 are allowed to go to the university. Those are the ones who pursue degrees up to PhD. They can speak very good Korean. They constitute what they call the Korean think tank. When they go on television, they speak sense. They are the ones who advise the president. They are the ones who preside over ideas that are turned to policy. Now, all the other ones are employed, my Lord Bishop. When you are in South Korea, during there this time, there is nobody in the streets. Everybody is working because they have skills. But ours, everybody is analyzing things on radio because they have English. So we know too much English. We know too much about the meeting no take musukuna ngalera. Konye orore sao enyonyora ndepa ba ya utachonis. So we need to back and directed and guided the president that we should have established technical schools per county. So we're supposed to establish per county equivalent of Ogola in every county. Resources have kind of delayed that process, but that plan is coming. Some of you are going to be ministers in the next 10, 15 years if you are serious. Some of you will be ministers, some of you will be big people, you will be sitting like they are sitting now. Some of these principals must have started like you, a very humble way. You can now see their stomachs. They don't seem to be complaining. The principals don't seem to be complaining.
Meanwhile, the activity was also joined by the Surrey District Resident Commissioner Robert Ecweru Adiama, who also happens to be the chairperson board of governor. Adiama identified the president's initiative of skilling hubs and appealed to the minister to schedule trainings for the youth and local people who do not get access to education to fight the illiteracy.
Chief guest, after this investment, whatever activity is concluded here in the construction, we now need this place to begin offering diplomas. If we can reach that level, it will be okay. A presidency vision on skilling and the effort we put together, as is seen in this row, what we have to plan for in the nearby future is how to give some short-term skills. You know, like what you did in Asamuk, some 6 months training customized besides the main training that other students go through, because there are those who have not had the opportunity to get into a process of qualifying to be enlisted at this level. What do we do to them? Papa Bishop, this is one thing that we need to think about. If we chance to get a partner who can sponsor some, so that during holidays, these instructors are very active. We would have some short courses for the local people around to help them get some skills for livelihood. You know, Chief Guest, in my own words, I always say this, what I call social dualism. Right now, we are faced with the challenge of a creation within our society where some people lack access to income while others have some income. That's why we now have these groups called OWOK-WOK, they are trying to make a living using satanic methods. So we need to liberate the situation, liberate the community by having some opportunity for some of these people. And I prefer short skills like what we are giving in Assam. If we picked it here, it will be very good also in the future. Because we have the skilling center by government at the center, but the need is overwhelming. A few may go there to industrial area, but how do we deal with those who are not taken up?
The Soroti Diocese Anglican Bishop Koseo Dongo presided over the Mass and also cited technical education as the means to employment opportunities at the grassroots level.
And if you talk about technical education, you are talking about creating job creators. We are talking about creating employers, not job seekers. Look at the courses which are offered in this technical institute. You are talking about courses of wisdom, courses of knowledge, courses which require understanding. Which as understanding brings skill, which skills will enhance an individual to live a fulfilled life.
By virtue of the authority entrusted to me, I congratulate all those whose names have been read for the award of a national certificate in refrigeration and air conditioning of Uganda Business and Technical Examination Board. Congratulations.
Helen Grace Akite, the school principal, told the people that the number of boys outcompeted girls, but appreciated majorly the girls who managed to complete their levels successfully.
Today, we are graduating a total of 638 graduates expected. Among them, there are 172 female and 466 male. A hand of applause for the female. The ladies out there, and let's celebrate our girls who have managed to go through technical education, who have come to the number of 172. Not all of them are present, but that is the number that has graduated, and we are proud to have this number of ladies among these few gentlemen. This is really a moment of immense pride and joy for all of us, the parents, guardians, instructors, for the job well done in preparing and supporting our graduates in technical education.
It should be noted that the growth of Ogola Technical Institute that was donated by President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni has left the locals of Amuria wondering since 2016. The school currently is in a serious construction to acquire new heavy blocks worth billions of money that the minister promised to be commissioned by someone big in government once they are done. However, the Department of National Certificate in Refrigeration and Air Conditioning dominates Ogola. Alfred Atwau reporting for Teso Express Media.